All right, welcome to the fourth and final game of the evening. Right, so up this time is Frostland. Click, collect, build, and craft. Frostland is a cozy 2D clicker game set in a snowy valley. Process resources and forge powerful tools to help Pity, the wizard dog, on his journey to obtain the legendary staff. Frostland is a cozy 2D clicker game. Um, where you harvest, gather, and build structures to process and refine resources without automation.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Isn't the entire
that's
point
right.
of a clicker game to have a reward feeling when you get to the point where you have automation?
Yes. And this game missed that particular point. And do you know what happens when you create a 2D clicker game without automation?
You get repetitive stress motion injuries.
Potentially, because you also get feelings of tediousness,
Oh gosh, it's
monotony.
not even one click. You need to do multiple clicks on it. God damn.
Yes, and being fucking bored. Like, this thing is halfway between a clicker game and, an actual strategy game where you would do this to gather the resources to build stuff in,
I would say more than halfway.
I say halfway because they forgot all of the interesting stuff. They forgot an enemy faction. They forgot limitations. They forgot goal. Other than building towards, doing the tech tree thing.
Okay.
Is there at least like a prestige
so it is a clicker
blow
game,
everything
and that
up?
the only actual game mechanic is number go up.
Yes, and also like you can build stuff and unlock. Like I said, it kind of plays like a strategy game, but without the strategy. Because like your first task here is to gather enough resources to build a fort. And also this frost tree over here. That's where you unlock being able to carry more resources. In fact, I think that's where the tutorial is, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. So you can see what I'm talking about here. Like, these are tech tree elements that belong in like Civilization or SimCity. Pick a fucking strategy game of pretty much any flavor, and these will look right at home. It's just, there's no actual goal. There's no actual motivation other than, get a wizard dog a staff. And as a clicker game, well, the reaction of my colleagues here pretty much say it all. It's like, it doesn't have automation, so you know what happens? You're going to get bored very quickly because you've got to do not just, the clicking on the, the log or the mine, the pickaxe or the harvester, that thing. But, in order to build, you need 2 resources. And then you need to put them in and then wait a bit for them to process. There's actual real-time processing going on here.
Is it like multiple hours processing, or is it just condensed to like a few seconds or like a minute or most?
Like a few seconds, but that has a multiplier effect. Like if you're trying to build for, say, a silver pickaxe, you've got to wait upon wait upon wait, in order to get to different levels of resources together. So that just adds to the downtime, and downtime is a problem with like with strategy games in general. Like, we've all hit that resource bottleneck or currency bottleneck. Here it's it's very much in the vein of you have to wait around for everything to process, And sometimes you can get two things going because, you can get it from two different areas. And otherwise, like, it gets tedious fucking fast.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm already not happy about, multiple clicks are needed to make something happen.
and there are unlockables at the frost tree to cut down on the clicking, but that's you have to give the proper amount of resources as an offering in order to do that. So, and once again, like, this game really does show why automation was added to clicker game.
Yeah.
Again, I would argue that automation is very much the point of the game.
Right. This game said, "Fuck that noise. We're gonna make you."
I can see a game developer looking at all the clicker games out there, unfamiliar with like the history of clicker games.
Look,
and thinking, you know what, these games don't have enough clicking in them. There's too much automation. I'm going to make one without it. That doesn't mean that what they came up with here is good, because if you were going to do that, you'd have to come up with some kind of like mitigation.
And I'll note, even like actual turn-based and especially real-time strategy games are partially automated. Like, if you play a game of, say, Command and Conquer, you don't like have to individually gather all of the resources yourself. You send minions to do that in order to focus on other aspects of the strategy. And that's incorporated.
Why the dog wants his staff. I'm kidding.
Yeah. And that's really all I got here. Like, I suppose to compare it to the first game that I reviewed, this is a game. Yeah, this is a game in a well-established genre that's trying to do different things. It's just the execution here is god awful.
Yeah. Another joke that I continually go on is this has been a solved problem for a couple decades.
Yeah. And the execution may just be inherently shit.
Yeah. There's a reason why there are non-automated, or there aren't any non-automated clickers or RTS or stuff like that, because it's an awful play experience.
Well, we got one now. And in terms of pricing, it's also a bit on the expensive side in terms of clickers. It goes for $5, $3.74 at the discount. And once again, I cannot recommend this game at any price. It's just it's boredom personified.
Right. It's boredom, it's tedium, it's potential repetitive strain injury.
Yeah. And it's like, also, if all you want to do is click, just click.
Cookie Clicker's free, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, there are free clickers out there.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, this game swung for the fences and struck out hard.
Mm-hmm.
Right then. So I think that'll about do it for Frostland here. And indeed, that'll about do it for the review session. That means coming up on the week ahead, on Wednesday, July 1st, we'll be welcoming Martin Binfield of Abandoned Sheep. Let me see here. They are the creators of the upcoming Schrodinger's Cat Burglar, a quantum adventure that's one of a kind. Amidst a heist game gone wrong, Mittens, the world's greatest and most literal cat burglar. Yes, you play as an orange tabby here.
Oh man.
I guess technically an orange tuxedo. You guys got the white undercoat. Anyway, finds herself caught in a quantum experiment and gains incredible powers. With the help of her friends and some new quantum tricks up her sleeve, Mittens must provide and puzzle her way through a secretive research facility. uncover the truth, make it home before breakfast. So look forward to that on Wednesday. Once again, MSP is still on break. And we do have a Friday show. This will be the final Friday show of the season, as we welcome Emma of Rhino Rock Studio. See here if I got the. They are the creators of a couple of games, such as Outblast. Inspired by classic arcade shooters like Resogun, Outblast delivers fast-paced arcade action in both VR and flat screen. Rain, the plan is to start, chaos is the game. And Creature Companion, where your creature evolves and battles with you. So quite a few. There's more here, but I think you get the drift. They have a diverse lineup of games to talk about. Trying to remember if they've. I think they've sent their stuff in. It's just I held it back because we were still dealing with last week's interview. Anyway, I'll look into that during the week. And yeah, that's about it. So until next time, I shall wish you good gaming.